The cognitive dissonance that exists within Black women when it comes to viewing themselves, valuing themselves, and then attaching that to their hair is so interesting to me. If you cannot see that all of you is the same, it's all like paired with each other. My features on my face resemble my hair. Like, I have small, petite, round features. I have thin, round hair. Like, it might look like it's thick, but my hair is actually very thin. And when you look at the coils, I have extremely tiny coils. Like, that's just kind of my vibe. Small and round, you know? And it's just kind of like, if you can't see the way that all of your features are connecting and how you are equally your nose, your eyes, your lips, your hair, your skin color, all of these things, you're never going to be able to truly be grounded in who you are. You have to have love for the natural being that you are. Taking away the natural appearance that you have, although you do have that right, will always psychologically damage you.
Boom. That, I couldn't have put it better myself. Like, that was put together beautifully. Because what she's saying is what I've been saying on this channel for 2 years now, believe it or not. I didn't even know. I think this channel is 2 years old. But that is exactly who. I'm glad she said those words, because when we're constantly wearing hair that does not match our texture, and we're constantly thinking that's the definition of our hair being done, we're constantly thinking we have to manipulate how we look every single day to present ourselves to the public, that is slowly but surely distorting our view of how we look naturally, our view of how we see our natural selves as beautiful. It's eroding that. It's destroying it. It's wearing it away. So after a while, when you take down all of, the Malaysian and the Brazilian, you don't see yourself as beautiful. Like, there's nothing left for you to see as beautiful, and it's disheartening.
I've seen videos of Black girls on the internet talking about how they have to try to limit the amount of wigs they wear now because it's creating this confusion in their minds where they feel like they don't look presentable unless they have a wig on. And they feel so much less like themselves with their natural hair.
Case in point, when we've all heard it, we constantly hear, well, natural hair is just not for me. Think back just process that one sentence. Natural hair is not for me. The hair that you were born with is not for you. I'm sorry, I know this is a very regurgitated word and everybody's sick of hearing it, but that is self-hatred. I'm sorry. I know we're sick of hearing that because that's just a buzzword that we're sick of. But that's what that is. How is your naturally kinky, coily hair just not for you? It's just not, it's just not you. Are you not listening to what you are programming and conditioning yourself to believe?
That is horrible. It's so sad. And that's obviously what's happening to every single person who's wearing wigs, straightening their hair all the time. You are disconnecting yourself from what you are, and now you think that's you. Like, when you have dreams and you see yourself in that dream, like whether you're in a mirror or whatever it is, you probably are seeing yourself in that dream with straight hair. And that's not even you. Like, I feel like that is a whole other kind of psychological damage. Tricking yourself to the point that your brain subconsciously views that as what you are, but it's not. Do whatever you want, but you will be unhappy. You will. There's no question about it. You think when Black women decades ago were forced to cover up their hair because of tingent laws, that was fine and dandy for them? It's trauma. You've been traumatized. It's generational trauma. Okay? The women that came before you were forced to do that to their hair. And it's that fear, the sadness, exists within us all. I will address that your upbringing heavily dictates how much you like your hair or not. Depending on what you hear as a child, this is going to shape your understanding of your coily hair. You are not really making a lot of decisions for yourself, and I honestly don't think a lot of Black people realize that.
And of course, like she put towards the end of her video, your childhood dictates how you view yourself completely, long into adulthood. And people seem to miss that a lot. Your upbringing, it creates your entire self-esteem. So I do understand that. I was lucky enough to have a mother who actually cared about my natural hair. She took care of it. She knew how to do hair. She had to teach herself how to do hair because my grandmother didn't know how to do hair. So she had to teach herself. And as a result, she did her own daughter's hair. Me and my 2 sisters and my 4 brothers. She does their hair too. But she knows how to maintain natural hair, including retaining length. So I was lucky enough to have a mother like that. And it's funny because she's been through every Black girl stage you could think of. Relaxers, locks, shaved head, dyeing her hair, braids. Like, she's been through it all. But for some reason, she never put me and my sisters through the relaxer stage ever. I've never had a relaxer. And I was blessed enough to have a mother who cared about that. A lot of us don't. So that is definitely part of a major problem. I do see that. But you've got to start somewhere. Whether you're a teen listening to this, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, it's never too late to fix it. Establish some kind of self-esteem with how you naturally look. And I know it's going to take some time. I do understand that. I made a video way back in 2021, March 12th to be exact, and it's called Taking Steps to Loving Your Natural Hair Again. All you need is 5 minutes of your time. About 5 minutes and 22 seconds of your time. Back when I was making this channel, these videos weren't super long. They were just steps that were easy, accessible, and doable that you could do for yourself. I suggest you go back into my old catalog and start listening. And you may not like some of my videos with maybe my voice or the way I present things or the way I execute things. That's fine. Find a YouTuber, influencer, I don't know, motivational speaker that can preach this. You have to absorb and take in positive thoughts about your hair, or it's going to distort everything that you ever thought about your hair. Like, just like the TikToker said, it's really messing with your mind, creating a form of trauma. So you all have homework, and this will require all of you to take steps and figure out what is it going to take for you to like your natural hair. For the ones who are struggling and for the ones who probably haven't even started, what are the steps that you're going to take that will help you embrace how you naturally look? And for the girlies who already have been taking these steps or are starting to, give some tips below in the comments section. Help a sister out. Help a fellow sister in figuring out what can she do to get to that point. If you've gotten this far, thank you for listening. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate all the new interactions, the comments. I really appreciate that. Like, I have a genuine audience, and I hope you all keep coming back, because where is this channel without you? This is Being Practical. Thank you all for taking time out of your day to listen, and I'll see you in the next video.